As the last rays of the sun kissed the horizon, a tapestry of twilight unfurled across the ancient skies where the whispers of gods danced among the stars. In this luminous twilight, we shall traverse the arcane realm of Greek mythology, where creation itself was wrought amid chaos, and where a monumental battle reshaped the very essence of existence. Together, we will uncover the intricate threads of the cosmos, exploring the origins of the divine and the cataclysmic clash known as the Titanomachy, the war that realigned the universe and laid the foundation for the world as we know it. Get comfortable in your space, allow your breathing to slow, and let the weight of the day fall away like autumn leaves, surrendering to the earth. Inhale deeply, filling your lungs with serenity, then exhale, releasing all that no longer serves you. Imagine the shadows stretching and swaying to the rhythm of the evening's gentle breeze, cradling you in their embrace. Let the world dissolve around you as we voyage into a realm where gods and titans clashed, where the foundations of the earth trembled, and the boundless expanse of creation was born. Imagine the primordial void, the nothingness where time hung suspended and darkness draped its silence like a heavy shroud. From this abyss emerged chaos, a deep and unyielding emptiness, the first breath of existence that held within it the potential for all things to come. Within this primal darkness stirred the seeds of creation, yearning to awaken, to become. In the depths of chaos, Eros, the shimmering god of love and desire, blossomed forth, igniting the spark that would awaken the cosmos. From the depths of shadows and stillness arose Gaia, the earth herself, a nurturing goddess clothed in soil and stone, who, through her very essence, would give birth to mountains, oceans, fields, and all life that would flourish under her watchful gaze. Feel the warmth of Gaia's spirit envelop you, as if you are resting beneath her vast celestial skies, surrounded by the rustling leaves of ancient forests and the faintest whispers of 1,000 creatures stirring in the night. From her sacred womb, the Titans sprang forth, dignified beings of immense strength and unyielding power. Coeus, the embodiment of intellect, Hyperion, the Sunbringer, Oceanus, the vast river that encircled the world, and many others who together formed a pantheon of might and influence. Imagine their colossal forms towering over the land, their energies resonating like thunder in the heart of the earth, a spectacle of raw, elemental forces waiting to shape the fabric of existence. These primordial giants harnessed powers that could summon storms or quell the seas, yet at the same time, a disquiet nestled within their hearts, an endless yearning for something beyond mere existence, a longing for sovereignty over the cosmos itself. Their reign, however, would not remain unchallenged. From the depths of her being, Gaia felt the stirrings of turmoil, for she yearned for a new generation to rise, one destined to transcend the Titans. So through her divine will, she birthed the Olympians, powerful deities, young yet filled with potential, each embodying distinct aspects of life, dominion, and creativity. Among them was Cronus, the youngest, yet shrouded in ambition. The Titan of time and harvest, Cronus would seize the reins of destiny itself. Yet, chaos rippled beneath the surface of this birthright, for it carried an ancient prophecy that he would one day be overthrown by a son of his own blood. As Cronus ascended to power, a shadow lurked in the corners of his heart. His siblings, once his tyrannical kin, were bound beneath his tyrant's thumb, imprisoned deep within the unyielding earth, the void of Tartarus, the very echo of the Titan's pride and fury now trapped in silence. Can you feel the tension in the air, as if the fabric of time itself is holding its breath, waiting for the inevitable moment when the skies would crack open with war? Imagine the glimmer of gold that flooded the Olympian realm, the stars twinkling against the backdrop of midnight as Cronus sat upon his throne, draped in the quiet opulence of authority. Yet shadows twisted around him. Unbeknownst to the proud Titan, the whispers of fate were weaving tighter, threading through the loom of the cosmos, as Rhea, his devoted sister and wife, prepared to defy destiny. With each passing day, the realization of her husband's dark prophecy settled deep within her soul, fueled by the fear of losing the offspring they were destined to have. The cycle of creation and destruction surged like the tide, and with it came anguish and longing. When each child was born, a daughter, a son, Cronus devoured them whole, fearing the prophecy that foretold his downfall. With every newborn swallowed, a glimmer of sorrow flickered in Ria's heart, like the faintest glint of hope against a stormy sea, until it became unbearable. She knew she had to act. Under the cloak of darkened nights, she orchestrated a plan that would shift the tides of fate itself. Feel the pulse of suspense as Rhea, with the wisdom of a mother's love, took their youngest child, a son named Zeus, and concealed him among the lush hills of Crete, trusting that fate would lead him toward his destiny. In place of the baby, she wrapped a stone in swaddling cloth and presented it to Cronus, who, ensnared in his gluttony, swallowed it without a second thought. The chatter of destiny echoed through the cosmos, stitching the fabric of time with shimmering threads, heralding the dawn of rebirth. As Zeus grew, hidden away among the windswept mountains, he soaked in the wisdom of the ancient world, hearing the tales of his kin and the doom that awaited them. Feel the vibrant energy of anticipation infusing your very being, for the time was nearing when the tides of destiny would turn. A clash of titans awaited, and from the heavens above, the Olympians would rise up against their forebears, leading a rebellion that would echo through eons. The stage was set for grand warfare, the stakes higher than the heavens themselves. With resolve igniting within his spirit, Zeus would unite the siblings Cronus had cast aside, awakening them from their slumber in the abyss, forging a new alliance. So began the Titanomachy, a cataclysmic confrontation that would shake the pillars of creation and forge a new order, one where the rule of time would give way to the unbroken freedom of the divine. The air grows heavy with anticipation, brimming with the promise of a tale that transcends the boundaries of time, leading us toward a world reborn from the chaos of battle and the enduring spirit of renewal. As we prepare to delve deeper into the reverberations of this mythic war, let the warmth of the fire crackle in your ears and allow the embers to guide you through the shimmering landscape of creation, destruction, and rebirth. The forces of the universe are gathering, and the echoes of the Titanomachy will soon fill your heart with the music of legend. Rest easy as we embark on this journey, for the myths have taken on a breath of their own, and we are destined to listen to the stories that weave the very fabric of our existence. In the beginning, there was only chaos, a vast, yawning void that enveloped everything. From this primordial darkness, the first deities emerged, powerful and enigmatic forces that would shape the cosmos. Gaia, the earth herself, sprang forth from the depths of this chaos, her form both tender and fierce. She was lush and fertile, cradling the seeds of life within her embrace. The rich, loamy earth, the scent of damp soil and burgeoning flora, filled the air around her. In the skies above, Uranus, the personification of the heavens, unfurled, enveloping Gaia in a cosmic dance of creation. They were bound together in a primordial union that birthed the Titans, majestic beings of immense power who would one day tip the scales of existence. The Titans, 12 in number, were a wonder of strength and splendor. There was Cronus, the bold and charismatic leader with a crown of stars above his brow, wielding the sickle of fate, destined to take his place among myth. Rhea and Mnemosyne, with their nurturing spirits, created a lineage that would echo through time, while Oceanus flowed like the unending river of life, and Hyperion shone as the personification of light and heavenly brilliance. Each Titan bore a gift, each creation an element of the world that would hold significance for ages to come. Rich timbers of thunder brewed as they stirred the currents of fate and destiny amidst the folds of time. Yet amidst the serenity of creation, rivalries brewed. Gaia possessed a fierce love for her children, but she loathed Uranus for his cruelty, as he imprisoned the younger Titans deep within her bounds. The cries of these Titan offspring echoed like distant thunder across the landscape, their desperation reverberating through the fabric of existence. In darkness and despair, something awakened within Gaia. She conjured a plan, a weaving of fate that would pave the way for liberation. It was within her heart that the seeds of rebellion began to germinate. As foreboding clouds gathered above and a low rumble shook the earth, Gaia summoned Cronus in secret, revealing her anguish. Her voice, a gentle whisper yet full of fire, resonated in the hollow chambers of the earth, igniting the spark of rebellion within her son. She presented him with a gleaming sickle, a potent symbol of destiny and retribution. With this divine instrument, he would rise against their father, challenge the cosmic order, and fulfill the prophecy that loomed ever closer on the horizon. The air thickened with tension as the weight of her words settled on Cronus's shoulders, a responsibility forged in the fires of anguish and ambition. Encouraged by Gaia, Cronus plotted against Uranus, enlisting the aid of his Titan siblings. With hushed words woven amidst the dense foliage of the earth, they felt the tremors of fate drawing them together, like iron filings responding to a magnetic force. They would rise as one, emboldened by Cronus's burgeoning resolve. Together, they would confront the immensity of their father, reclaim their rightful place in the cosmos, and reshape the very fabric of reality. The atmosphere crackled with anticipation, the scent of impending rain mingling with the earthy tones of possibility, each titan vibrating with purpose. The moment of confrontation arrived beneath a sky laden with portentous clouds. Uranus descended from the heavens, a colossal figure shrouded in thundering storms. His voice was a deep, rolling tide, resonating across the cosmos, a proclamation of his dominion. The stars dimmed in his presence, the very light of existence seeking refuge from the coming tempest. Yet Cronus stood resolute at the forefront of his brothers and sisters, the sickle aloft in shaking hands, reflecting the last glimmers of twinkling light from the heavens above. A hush fell over the land, a stillness that stoked the embers of war. The clash of titans reverberated through the core of creation itself as Cronus confronted his father. Each swing of the sickle marked a crescendo in the throes of destiny. The very air trembled and crackled as the force of their conflict rippled across the fabric of existence, shaping the world that would come after. It was a battle fueled not by mere ambition, but by love and anguish, a tumultuous dance wrought forth from a need for liberation. Gaia watched with bated breath, her heart a war drum beating in excitement and fear, pulses of hope echoing in stark contrast to the shadows that loomed. As the blood of Uranus fell to the earth like rain, it imbued the soil with the essence of life, awakening the Furies, the Erinyes, creatures of retribution born from such violence. It was a profound loss and victory intertwined, marking the birth of new realms and destinies. Yet despite the thrill of triumph, a flickering sense of foreboding wove through the air like an unseen thread, hinting at a deeper turmoil that was yet to unfold. Cronus, now bearing the weight of his father's legacy and his mother's fears, stood at the precipice of newfound power, unaware of the ghosts that would rise from the very actions that had forged the cosmos anew. With Uranus vanquished, the Titan rulers ascended to their thrones, anointed sovereigns of land, sea, and sky. As the sun pierced the gathering storm, a golden light streamed across the earth, bathing it in warmth and resplendence. Rivers surged, mountains formed, and forests thrived under the aegis of Cronus. The world blossomed anew, magnificent and vibrant, a living tapestry woven from the echoes of war and creation. But even in this idyllic episode, the scent of destiny wafted through the air, mingling with the freshly broken soil. For even in triumph, the question lingered. What would the future hold for the cosmos under the reign of a Titan born of both bloodlust and benevolence? Yet a darker fate lurked in the shadows, poised to challenge this fragile order. The seed of discord had been sown, for in the fabric of creation, jealousy would breed discontent. It would not be long before the echoes of Uranus's pain would resonate through the caverns of time, summoning a challenge even Cronus had not foreseen. Survival and supremacy beckoned, and the cycle of upheaval would continue endlessly, as the weary could attest to the ephemeral nature of power. And thus, amongst the realms newly littered with the remnants of their father's fallen tyranny, Cronus ruled supreme. Still, as the stars twinkled above, a gentle reminder of the vast tapestry that lay beyond their attuned senses, a question hung heavily in the air, pregnant with portent. How long could Cronus hold to the shadows of his newfound power before the specters of past grievances compelled the future into chaos once again? A storm was brewing, fraught with the promises and perils of what was yet to come, and only time would tell how great the burden of leadership could truly be. As the night cloaked the earth, the whispers of ancient lore unfurled like a silken scroll across the canvas of destiny, calling you deeper into the unfolding saga that would irrevocably reshape the course of existence. I'm sorry, but I can't provide a script of that length in a single response. However, I can help by drafting a shorter excerpt or summarizing key points. Let me know how you would like to proceed. I'm sorry, but I can't provide a script of that length in a single response. However, I can help you brainstorm ideas or write a shorter section of the narration. Would you like me to do that? In the aftermath of the cataclysmic clash known as the Titanomachy, the world settled into an uneasy silence, a profound stillness that enveloped both the heavens and the earth. In the wake of the clash of titans, light and shadow wove together an intricate tapestry, their intermingling creating an atmosphere thick with the echoes of battles fought and the voices of ancient gods asserting their newfound dominion. The sky, once darkened by the deep thunder of colliding titans, now gleamed with vibrant hues of gold and azure, the colors reflecting the chaos and hope intertwined in the fabric of creation. The newly crowned Olympians, Zeus, Hera, Poseidon, and their kin, looked out over the serene expanse from their celestial abode, acknowledging the landscape now forever altered by their triumph. Their victory not only ushered in an era of new order, but also bore deep undercurrents of responsibility. As the sun began its slow descent beyond the horizon, casting long shadows that danced on the earth below, they recognized that their reign came with the burden of nurturing their realm, a realm so fragile, so susceptible to the whims of fate and free will alike. With every passing moment, the raw power that had surged through the titanic battle settled into the marrow of the earth, blending with the primal forces of nature. The rivers resumed their gentle flow, whispering secrets to the stones lining their banks. The trees, still bearing the scars of lightning and fire, began to sway softly in the dusk's embrace, their leaves rustling together like a symphony anew, a tune that spoke of renewal and legacy. All across the land, creatures of every kind stirred from their hiding places, sensing the shift, the harmony of existence reborn in the wake of peril. The earth sighed, a deep breath of relief as it reclaims its balance, reminding all who tread upon it of the resilience inherent in nature and the inexorable passage of time. Yet, the scars of war lingered in the hearts of the inhabitants, transcending the realms of myth to mingle with the experiences of mankind. Mortals began to rise, their spirits echoing the great conflicts above, feeling the pull of fate as they traced the destinies of their ancient gods and heroes. Their stories entwined with those of the Titans and Olympians, for in their struggles, they found reflections of their own lives. The cycle of creation, even amidst destruction, became a cornerstone of humanity's persistence, a reminder that all things, even after the fiercest storms, could begin again. In the wake of the Titanomachy, Zeus's reign was distinguished by a new kind of justice, a divine order that sought to guide the hearts of men. His thunderous might summoned storms to temper the earth's wrath, but it was his wisdom that carved paths for leaders among mortals, kings and warriors who bore the weight of their decisions, much like the gods themselves. They could lead through compassion or cruelty, forging empires or sowing despair, all depending on the moral compass bestowed upon them by their celestial progenitors. And in every decision, the memories of the titanic struggle echoed, cautioning against the hubris that had once sown discord, that had unleashed chaos upon the realms. As the populace adapted to their new reality, stories of the Titanomachy circulated like whispers carried on the wind, ethereal yet tangible. They were tales that ignited the imagination, painting images of strength and cunning, bravery and treachery. Children gathered around the flickering flames of evening fires, their wide eyes reflecting the embers, eagerly absorbing the lessons embedded deep within the fabric of their forebears' battles. Across mountains and valleys, the legacy of the Titans and their vanquishers weaved through songs and sagas, carrying the wisdom of ages past into an ever-turning cycle of life. From the ruins of ancient battlefields, wildflowers bloomed, stubborn and beautiful, their colors erupting from what seemed like desolation. Each fragile petal seemed to whisper a truth about existence, that from ashes, life could always rise, transcending time itself. The scent of earth and new growth mingled with the bitter memories of defeat, creating an olfactory reminder of the transient nature of conquest and the enduring fight for harmony. It was as if the very ground sought to reclaim its vitality, reminding those who walked it of the intricate balance between might and mercy, triumph and humility. In the cooling dusk, Poseidon, too, bore witness to the shifting tide of remembrance. The ocean that had harbored his brothers and sisters now washed against shores stained with blood and sacrifice. The waves lapped gently against the seafloor, their whispers resonating with the cries of all who had fought for dominance beneath the sun. He recognized that the aquatic realms had suffered as much as land, their depths harboring remnants of ancient tensions washed away, yet not forgotten. The sea, for all its ferocity, cradled new beginnings within its embrace, a gentle flow that reflected the endless cycle of destruction and rebirth. And somewhere beneath those rippling waves, the enduring souls of the defeated Titans lingered, their essence undiminished by the passage of time, a haunting reminder of the price of ambition and power. The deep sea, vast and impenetrable, held their stories too, tales of once majestic beings reduced to shadows trapped in liminal spaces, caught between realms. Their silent existence urged those who would listen to contemplate the nature of legacy, the weight of existence that is not simply in victory, but also in the threads of remembrance that bind generations together, creating a tapestry that's both beautiful and tragic. The tranquility of the post-war epoch could not erase the shadows of the past, nor could it eradicate the instincts that dwelled deep within the hearts of men. As creatures of ambition and desire, mortals often found themselves drawn to conflict as much as they were to love. The legends of the Titanomachy stood tall, like giants cast against the backdrop of history, their implications reaching deep into human nature. The stories of gods and titans echoed in the flesh and bone of humanity, reaffirming the notion that every heart bore a spark of both divine and monstrous, a balance perpetually teetering on the edge. Through the passage of time, the new order established by Zeus and his allies gave rise to a society clamoring for understanding in a chaotic world. He bestowed upon mortals the gift of knowledge, teaching them the virtues of wisdom and justice. Yet even amidst this enlightenment, the flickers of ambition surged, reigniting the age-old desires that once led to the same conflicts now woven into the very fabric of their history. And so, the world pulsated with the tension of creation and destruction, an eternal dance guiding humanity onward, for better or for worse. As twilight deepened, the stars began to punctuate the darkening canvas above, shimmering like distant echoes of nostalgia and hope. With each twinkle, the constellations told stories, meticulously crafted through centuries, recounting the legacy of titans and gods, heroes and mortals alike. Those who looked to the heavens found solace in their familiarity, their luminous presence a gentle reminder of the cycles that governed life, and the interconnectedness forged through shared stories of struggle and perseverance. The universe spoke in cosmic whispers, inviting dreamers to reflect on the paths taken and the possibilities yet to unfold. The consequences of the Titanomachy would ripple through time, beckoning future generations to confront their own battles, forces of nature, passions, dreams, and fears. The lessons learned from epochs past would serve to guide them, offering glimpses into the fullness of existence that embraced hardship as much as joy. Humanity would wander through seasons of strife and peace, forever dancing to the unchanging rhythms of creation, echoing the very battles fought by those who carved the heavens and the earth from nothingness. In this vast continuum of life, the War of the Titans slowly faded into lore, a mythology that embraced the spectrum of existence and offered insight into the fragile human condition. In the dimming light of dusk, birds would settle into their nests, crickets would serenade the night, and a gentle breeze stirred amongst the trees, carrying the accumulated memories of 100 stories yet to be awakened. And with every exhalation, the timeless dance continued, a rhythmic pattern echoing through the ages. This dance, of creation and conflict, of legacy and longing, beckoned hearts to realize that they were both part of a great story and its authors. Lessons of the past lingered as reminders of their shared humanity, a wisdom existing to guide them through darkness and light alike. As the moon asserted its dominance in the night sky, casting silvery beams that bathed the earth in a soft glow, a calm descended upon the world. The battles were over, but their resonance lingered in the air, fading into the soothing waves of sleep. whispers coaxing the listener into the embrace of dreams, where worries fell away like autumn leaves spiraling to the ground in a soft descent. In this gentle cocoon of slumber, the stories of the titans and gods blended into the dreams of mortals, uniting the past with the present, urging hearts to find peace as they drifted away into the tranquil embrace of the night. In this transformative silence, may you find your place within the narratives of the cosmos. Drift softly, as did the whispers of titans lost to time, and awaken renewed in the morning light, forever mindful of the legacies that shape us, the choices that bind us, and the enduring dance we share with the universe. Let your breath slow and your mind quiet, surrendering to the depths of sleep, where the echoes of creation intertwine with the very essence of your being. The world is waiting, my friend. Embrace it gently as you rest. As we reach the end of our exploration of the Greek creation story and the intense Titanomachy, it's essential to pause for a moment, to reflect on the narratives that shape our understanding of existence, creation, and the eternal struggles between power and freedom. The tale of the Titans and their children, of chaos giving way to order, is more than just a series of mythic encounters. It is an embodiment of the human experience. Through this lens, we witness the rise and fall of power, the depths of betrayal, and the unyielding bonds of family. These themes resonate across the ages, reminding us that even in the face of overwhelming odds, resilience, transformation, and renewal are possible. The conflicts that envelop those primordial beings echo the challenges we face today as we navigate our own battles within personal, societal, and even cosmic realms. The transformation from the old order of Titans to the new rule of Olympians represents a shift not only in authority, but in what it means to be a part of the universe, to forge an identity amidst chaos, to find a place in an ever-evolving tapestry. This myth endures precisely because it threads together these timeless issues of authority, rebellion, familial ties, and redemption. It underlines that every end is merely a beginning in disguise, that with each tumultuous struggle for power, new harmonies and possibilities await us in the silent whispers of the cosmos. It is in the quiet reflections on these age-old stories that we find resonance with our own lives. Just as the gods learn to wield their power and embrace their destinies amidst turmoil, so too do we navigate our realms, searching for clarity, understanding, and a sense of belonging within the universe. In the gentle shifts of fate, in the ebb and flow of life itself, we discover the pulse of creation entwines with our very existence, guiding us through a profound dance of light and shadow. Now, as the cosmos scatters its stars across the infinite canopy of night, and we drift into an ocean of dreams, allow the remnants of our story to wash over you, like soft waves caressing a serene shoreline. Picture the stars sparkling like distant embers, their light unfurling against the velvet fabric of darkness, whispering secrets of ages past and futures yet to be. Each twinkle recalls the tumult of the Titanomachy, where fierce battles birth new orders, and the promise of hopes unspoken flickers gently in the depths. Breathe in the serenity of the starlit sky above, and feel how it cradles you in its embrace, lulling you toward the tranquil shores of sleep. The echoes of creation settle into silence, gently reminding you that every day comes to a close, and with it, a promise of renewal. With each breath you take, feel yourself sinking deeper into the comforting blanket of night, the sands of time slipping through your fingers like grains, fading softly into oblivion. The remnants of labors past dissolve, and in their wake, tranquility wraps around you, like a soft quilt woven from the threads of dreams and possibility. The starlight glimmers more softly now, inviting you to surrender to the tranquil peace that the universe extends in gentle whispers. Let the warmth of fading embers remind you of your place in this grand tapestry, as your heart finds its rhythm in sync with the universe, a plush echo of all that is and all that is yet to come. Allow your thoughts to drift like leaves carried forth on a gentle stream, swirling and twirling in graceful abandon, finding direction in the currents of the night, while soft darkness cradles each thought. Embrace the stillness as time elongates and each second stretches like a delicate strand of silk, floating ever so lightly upon the breeze of dreams. The waves roll in and out in soft choreography, soothing like a lullaby sung from the depths of time, cocooning you deeper into a world wrapped in mystery and allure. So much exists in the quiet spaces between moments. So much waits to be unraveled in the embrace of sleep. As you surrender to this deepening stillness, remember that even as you drift into slumber, you are a part of the grand cycle of life and creation, as eternal and enigmatic as the stars above. Each dream awaits as unknown wonders beckon from beyond the veil, ready to unveil stories crafted just for you, reminiscent of the mythic realms we have explored, waiting for your spirit to dance among them. Next time, we will continue our journey through history, unraveling more threads of existence, as every thread connects to another, forming a grand narrative yet to be told. For now, let the embrace of sleep envelop you, like a mellow tide washing over a tranquil shore, gently pulling you into the depths of your own dreams, while the starlight watches over you, an eternal guardian of hopes and visions yet to unfold. So, close your eyes and let the rhythmic harmony of the cosmos cradle your soul into its sweet embrace. Allow the gentle silence to fill you with peace, knowing that within the depths of your dreams, you will find solace, adventure, and clarity beyond the realm of awakening. Sleep well. We will be here when you return.